Welcome to the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Just ahead, recalls. And guess what the auction car sold for? Get your pen and paper ready.
I'm saying 7 right off the top.
Right off the top. Plus, Jeff has the racing calendar. We'll have This Week in Auto History, and I'll have some stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Dziekan. Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Well, not always, but sometimes. Today. That's it. Yeah. God, him again. Anyway. Well, Mr. Mars, I think we batted about 25 out of 100 on our guest lineup today. But you know what? You learn things. We've learned things about each other that we didn't know.
I didn't know Don could swim.
I didn't either.
If you want to call it that. I was hiding in the corner, cowering down in the corner.
Playing with a skimmer.
God. The rudder. Anyway, let's see. Let's do the recalls, shall we, Mr. Mars?
Why not?
Well, would you rather talk about swimming? Did you ever go swimming in a swimming hole over there in Eaterville? Did you have a swimming hole?
Well, kind of, sort of.
We did. Over at Westbury, we used to have, well, there was sand pits is what they were.
Yeah.
Where they would dig out these great big, and I mean, they must have been 40 feet, 50 feet deep. And there wasn't a lot of water in the bottom of them, but what was there was crystal clear. You could see all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we would go fishing in it. Well, that was pretty stupid because you could see that there weren't any fish in it. But whatever. And once we figured out that there weren't any fish in it, then there were like 4 or 5 of these swimming holes, and they were all kind of together in this area. They're still there, but what's happened is that they're city parks now.
Right.
And so you can go over there. They got bridges over there. Nice, it's nice.
Clean it up, yeah.
But back in the day, that was the swimming hole.
Yeah, there was a show on, Henry Winkler's got a history show on, and they featured something like that where the abandoned gravel pits and mines, some guy bought some property and he put some makeshift slides made out of wood and all that and turned it into a park that people were actually signing waivers to be there. It was crowded, flooded. It made a lot of money until they started getting sued. Deaths and tragedies.
Of course, yeah.
And then they sold it to somebody else that actually turned it into a legitimate park. So it was kind of weird how that
Well, it's kind of like the Comal River up there. Schlitterbahn.
Yeah.
Right.
There was no Schlitterbahn. There was this dumpy motel that is still there. It's part of Schlitterbahn now. It's not dumpy anymore, but it was a dumpy old brick motel. If you've ever been up there, you know what I'm talking about. And it was right alongside the river. And I think that they had a slide that you could slide basically from the motel down the embankment down to the river.
That'll be darn.
And of course now.
And then when you travel with your parents, you always had to get a pool.
Oh God, that was the first thing you did.
You got to look for a pool, and you had the little guide. Oh, it's got a pool. The AAA guide and all that. And you pull up, and there are people in the pool.
And the pool was usually outside in front of the office.
Yeah, that's how you
by the road.
That was the attraction to get the kids in there. Yeah.
Well, that and the office manager could also watch the pool and not have a lifeguard.
I never once knew of an office manager that even looked at the pool.
Well, there was that one with the binoculars at one time.
Yeah, well, there was that sicko. I remember him, yeah. But anyway, all right, well, more tall tales from the InWheelTime team. The only person that we didn't include in the tall tales section would be David Ainsley. And let me tell you something. He's got some tall tales.
And he's a tall guy, too. Yeah. He's pretty tall.
And then we go back to the
Yeah, we don't want to tell that story very often.
All right, so here's some recalls for you. Improperly secured module may damage the high voltage battery. That's not a good thing.
Is it under the hood?
Cadillac, Chevrolet, and GMC. The Escalade, Silverado EV, and Sierra EV. Improperly installed seat belt buckle anchor. I guess you'll find that out when you're in some big collision.
Yeah.
Ram 1500, 2019 to 2026. Why did it take so long to figure that out? Here's one, not good. Steel wheels may crack.
Oh.
Chevrolet, Silverado EV, GMC Sierra EV.
Sounds like a heat treat issue.
But those are the ones that have the tires on them that's, pump it up to 100 pounds. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't know how that would. Welding, maybe?
I don't know, but that's not good.
Well, it's got to be like the metal structure itself.
Yeah.
Kind of
The
like
urgy, the
pewter
metal
gets
urgy
real
of it.
brittle and it'll break.
Who knows?
Yep.
Maybe they used Grandpa's welding rods when they put it on there or something.
Grandpa's invention.
Yeah. All right, let's do what the sold car sold for.
Card.
That would be from Hemmings Sold Car Weekly Roundup. You ready?
Yep.
Our first car up today is a 1963 Chevrolet Corvette. Now, this is not the split window, but this is the convertible. That is a pretty car.
Yeah.
It is very.
And it looks like it's been completely restored.
Yep.
And boy, I'll tell you what, I'm not a convertible guy, but boy, that is one pretty car.
It is pretty.
It looks like it's all stock.
Okay. I'm going to
It's
say.
some of the notes said it's period correct.
Wow.
It's not a numbers matching per se, but it is period correct.
Well, it's beautiful.
I just looked at my wallet, and I'm going to go 129.
Jeff goes 129. Now, have we just turned off everybody
No,
today?
Mr. Eichmann says 32.
Oh, Heitzman's been watching? He says 32.
32 for the Heights.
Okay. Is George with us or not?
He was earlier. I not.
Oh, he's probably out cutting the grass
Let's put
or
a
something.
$9.99 on his. Whatever he's,
Something 9.99.
How about our Lusk family? They're not with us today?
Have not
No, they're
seen them this morning.
probably trying to recover from school this week.
yeah, could be.
Anyway, okay. Well, it's sold for $45,675. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know anything about the car other than what Mars
Receipt,
said. Forget the numbers matching. Looks like it rolled right off the showroom floor.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I would pay $45,000 for that if I had $45,000.
It's just the color combination is just really
Absolutely.
nice.
Yep.
Or if the reverse, it was white with blood red interior.
Either
would
way.
be- yeah.
Nah, I like it like
But
that.
this is a sports car. It's got to be red. Okay, next up. Let's do another Corvette, shall we? This is a 1969 Corvette convertible. What looks like factory pipes on it. They're probably aftermarket. And it's got the wheel trim rings. It looks like it is a small block Chevrolet.
383 stroker.
A what?
A 383 stroker.
Okay, so they've replaced the motor in it. So it's a 69. It's orange in color, and it's a pretty car. And I like the pictures underneath the trees, and I like the presentation is very nice. Black interior.
32. Jeff says 41.
32 and 41. Well, it sold for 33.6.
Oh.
Not bad.
I would take those pipes off. I don't like those pipes.
You don't? Oh,
If it's period correct, I'm going elsewhere. I don't like the pipes.
I like the pipes. I wouldn't order them from the factory, but they were very expensive back in the day.
Yep.
All right, next up will be a 2021 Shelby Mustang. I like the color. I like the stripes. I like the car. And apparently it has been well maintained. Am I off base on that, Mike?
Says it has just a hair over 4,000 miles on it.
Okay.
So in other words, it's brand new.
Yes.
All right.
One of 98.
I'm going to say 42, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be in the 60s. I'll go 42.
Jeff Heitzman says 55. Jeff's a lot closer.
Yeah, I'm sure he is,
It
yeah.
sold for 94.5.
Well, see, if Jeff and I put our money together, you
Yeah.
would have had it. There you go.
So it's a 5.0 supercharged Coyote motor, 825 horse.
Now he tells us that.
But you know what, Mike?
Forgot.
I'm sorry. It's still a Mustang.
It is.
And I appreciate every bit of that car. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my cup of tea.
It must be signed by Carroll Shelby. How he usually signs the glove box or something. It could be.
Nope.
Of course, that would be in the photo if it was.
Yeah. No, it's just one of 98. It's the biggest thing.
Here's one for you, Mars. A 1966 Plymouth Barracuda.
Oh.
Not
Yeah,
the
buddy.
Barracuda that we all have grown to love. This was one of the first ones, and it is ugly.
Au contraire.
You like it?
I like it.
What is it about? Do you like it?
I just like
It
the
looks
shape
like a
of it.
Valiant in the
And
front.
I grew up in that era, so yeah.
Well, hello.
I know. Interior looks good. I'm gonna say 27.
And it's got a V8 in it. It looks like it's all stock and standard and actually been restored.
And that back glass, I'm sure, is an arm and a leg to replace if anything.
If you
happened to
can
that.
find
if you
one.
can find it exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 273 cubic inch.
Yeah, that's got to be that's stock. That's stock stuff.
Mr. Heisman
Yeah.
says 29.
Well,
27.
everybody's overbid because it's only 17,850 is what it's sold for.
Yeah, that's in range there. Yeah, that's in range.
Unbelievable
I like it.
to me. I mean, I thought that was outstanding, and they are mild. All right, my daughters don't like these cars, and I don't know why. I've always liked these cars. This one is a 1969 Chevy El Camino.
El Camino.
And it looks like it's been taken care of. I love the bench seat up front. Looks all stock and everything.
Sorry, what year was it?
69 Chevy El Camino. How can you tell? You can tell by that little lip around the front bumper. That kind of goes back toward the fender well. That's what makes the difference between a 68 and a 69.
Oh.
And one of the
No.
things I liked about this car is the fact it is a bench seat car.
Yes, me too. Yes.
Because the bucket seats in one of these cars is not much. I mean,
Well, and not only that, but what if you got,
Yeah.
somebody you want to take with you besides the wife or whatever?
yeah, but I still like, if you got the seat like that, she could still slide over.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's what I'm thinking
well,
too.
there's that too, yeah.
Or if she's driving, she could slide over to her.
So what do you think that sold for?
I'm gonna-
Jeff says 19.
Jeff says 19.
Jeff's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 17.
17. 22,575.
Okay, very good.
I would
You
buy
need,
some.
yeah, you need something like
That's
that.
a nice
when you
car.
Finally do the.
It really is.
Does it have
change
AC
out.
in it?
I think I saw a compressor in one of the other pictures.
Okay.
All I got wrote down is 350 cubic inch with an auto.
Next up, a 1970 Chevy CK. A CK meaning that it is a 1500. It is a half ton.
Yeah.
Now it's got a straight six in it.
Yep.
I would go for that straight six, probably before I'd go with the V8. And here's why. Because, look, it's even got the dog dish hubcaps on it. This looks like it's all completely stock and original.
I'm gonna
I
say
could do this
38,000 miles.
$8,000.
with 8,000 miles on it, 8,000 original miles,
38,000. I'm sorry.
38,000. Well, that is a 235. Let's see, 70. Oh no, they may have bumped it up to 250, but
Yeah, it's 250 on this one.
yeah, it's 250. Because the original engine, it's still basically the same, was the Blue Flame 6 that they used in the original Corvette.
Yep.
Anyway, another story.
$8,000 for me.
$8,000?
I haven't seen.
Did
anybody
Jeff
I haven't seen
chime in?
Here
He's Googling it.
Here
Yeah.
he comes,
26.
26. Well, guess what? He wins.
Wow.
A 1970 Chevy CK, $27,038.
I didn't want it anyways. So I was saving
Okay,
my money.
all right. Yeah, that would be something that I'd be interested in. I don't know if I'd pay $27,000 for it though.
Now this I would drive.
And I selected this because of you. This is a 19. Remember we did the El Camino?
Yeah,
Well, this is Ford's answer to the El Camino.
the Ranchero?
This is the Ford Ranchero.
There you go.
1959 is the model year.
Those fender skirts and everything.
The
The
fender
fade
skirts.
back into the rear.
Yeah.
prop. Yeah.
How much do you think that Ford Ranchero went for?
I'm sorry. The year again.
A 59. Now this looks like it's got a V8 in it.
Yeah.
It does.
And it's
It's also listed as having a frame-off restoration done a few years ago.
Jeff, this is all about you, buddy.
I'm going to say 64.
Really?
Yeah.
6,400?
1,000.
Oh,
Heitzman says 33, which is closer than the actual sold price of 24,000.
Ah, come on.
Then it even no, it's just painted. I was going to say
Yeah.
it's even got a tonneau cover on it. But no. All right, last up this day is going to be a 1954 GMC 100. Now this actually does have the Blue Flame 6 in it, the GMC version of it. So it doesn't have a whole lot of horsepower, but boy, I'll tell you what, this thing looks completely stock. Because
Except for the Holly carburetor.
Except what?
Except for the Holly carburetor.
Yeah,
and the aluminum intake.
I wouldn't do that. I would put me a nice two-barrel, put the original two-barrel carburetor on
You
it,
can get a modern version
or
of
a
it.
single barrel. It doesn't make any difference. The 54 GMC 100,
$21,000.
21,000. Now this has got to be a complete restoration.
Yeah.
Jeff Heitzman says
21.
21,000. Both of you guys. It sold for $39,895.
Wow.
I wonder if Dan Patrick still has his Chevrolet.
Get him
You know,
on the
he's
air
got
and
one
talk
like
about it.
that, huh?
Get him on the air and talk about it.
You know,
should.
He doesn't. He had one of his
You know, I
campaign
actually
commercials.
did. You know that I actually have his personal phone number. I never call him. Never. He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
That'd be the lieutenant governor of the state of Texas.
Yep.
He and I go way back.
Yep. He was doing.
yeah.
Anyway, we ran into him
The Meekum auction.
at the Meekum auction. Were you with us?
No, I
that
was
day?
there. Yeah.
No? Yeah. I'm sitting there, and I stand up for something, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and Danny, what are you doing here? He says, I'm looking for a car to buy. Okay. And of course, you know, he's now got Secret Service guys,
Oh,
yeah.
State Attack, DPS, whoever those guys are.
Yeah, he was not alone.
No.
We should have some type of protection.
Well, we should. Well, we have some protection in the fact that we're going to take a break and protect the clock and make
And
sure that you stay
sanity.
on side. Just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History. I thought we already did. No, that was a different day. This Week in Auto History. I'll bring you this week's auto news headlines, too. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show is back in a flash.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Loopy Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Loopy Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Loopy Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Loopy Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Loopy experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Loopy beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Loopy Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Loopy Tortilla. Eats pretty good. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show thanks you for 15 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on a local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcast, too, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
That you love so well is live every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. Listen, watch on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. If you miss it, connect through the podcast from your favorite podcast channel anytime. Jeff has the racing calendar sponsored by the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Here you go. Okay, we've got a Canadian race. It's called the Markham. It's for Indy, not Formula One, for Indy racing. And of course, we've got the end of the Indy seasons coming up very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. You got NHRA is actually this weekend is Cornwell Quality Tools. I'm sorry, I take that back. Yeah, no, they're off. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong date. Sorry, that's on me. NASCAR, here we go. NASCAR is in Richmond. I saw some of the practice this morning. It was a rebroadcast of it. It will be on the USA Network.
I'd like to
Just
go
for
to
the
that
Cup guys.
Richmond racetrack.
Yeah,
Just because it's old school.
yeah. And of course, the Formula One is off. They're recouping on all of their I don't know what they're doing. putting bedazzled stuff on their
You know
purses or
everything,
something.
Jeff.
I don't know, but that's it.
I-
Racing season's coming to an end.
By the
very
way,
soon.
I want to say that we had a guy on earlier by the name of Dom Genova that you may be seeing more of him. This guy's quite the character, and he's got a book about not getting ripped off at the car dealership when you buy a car. It's
Very colorful interview.
yeah, it truly was a great guy. All right, time now for This Week in Auto History, Mr. Mars.
So a few things we found coming up this week in auto history that you can check into. 1994, on August the 15th, Ford began production of their Contour and their Mercury Mystique. Now, basically all this was the European design Mondeo being brought into America because of their change, the way they wanted to do or approach the midsize market in America. A lot of imports were coming in and they wanted to get in to that and change to a different style, doing away with the Tempo and the Topaz that were originally competing against Japanese and European imports. So they've upgraded to this and made a big change in Ford's progress there. Then in 1906, August the 16th, the Mason Motor Car Company in Des Moines, Iowa, of all places. This is where the Duesenberg brothers built their first cars. This is what they did before they actually started building the Duesenberg vehicles. And it was a 2-cylinder vehicle, and it had a lot of different implementations that were technology of the particular time. And this is where they experimented with their car building and what they decided on that eventually led them to build the famous Duesenberg vehicles. Then on August the 17th in 1915, this is something that changed everything for all of us. If you've worked on cars and messed with cars very long, you've
Thank
dealt
God.
with these.
Can you imagine without that?
I mean, I can't. I mean, not only was it a safety issue, people got hurt with the hand cranks and stuff, but just this and the progression of it. I mean, how many times did you take a screwdriver and get down there on that solenoid to jump it because the windings are shot?
Or there should be a sticker that says "Hit it here."
Or hit it here.
That's
Exactly.
right, with a broomstick.
Exactly. I mean, but it just, so Cadillac did this and they set it up and they started in 1912, which I didn't really understand or know that it went back that far. But this was a Cadillac deal that changed everything for all the automobiles. So then in August the 20th of 1960, this one kind of flabbergasted me. You remember the Dodge Dart? This is the original Dodge Dart. What I remember was a little mid-size sedan or a coupe. If you were lucky, had a hot rod motor in it. But this is the Dodge Dart in 1960. And they started really seeing how things were going to go. They sold over 306,000 of these vehicles. And it actually helped them out through the 1957-58 Depression. And it gave them a stronger full-size offering at a time whenever everybody else was starting to cut back and the sales were getting weak. So this is the original Dodge Dart. Even got a wagon for you, Jeff.
I see that. I love it.
August 20th, 1969. The Skylon, the Nissan Skylon that everybody sees as fantastic hot rod from the imports, Fast and Furious movies. This is the original Skyline that was built by the Prince Motor Company. Nissan took them over and eventually molded them into the Nissan performance packages and the vehicles that we know now. And the one on the bottom right, the red, was actually the last one that the Prince Motor Company engineering was all involved with. So it was started out as a modest 4-door family design, and now it's ended up on the movie screen as a hot rod that'll jump tall buildings and swim massive streams and go really fast. So that's just a few of the
You just did that to make a little dig at me when talking about swimming again.
Did you write that?
Hey, with a little shrug.
Well, you gotta keep your clothes on to drive it, though.
I don't know why.
Right, because your leather interior is sticky.
Some of the stories making headlines this week. A federal lawsuit seeks $10 million from Tesla for a Virginia woman who crashed into a hair salon while test driving a Model Y. The suit by Alemswood Logalet, who had never driven an electric vehicle, says a Tesla salesperson, assured her that it handles the same as a gas vehicle. But the Y she was given to try out had been set to the quote-unquote insane mode, which allows it to accelerate from 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. The salesperson did not accompany La Galette
There you go.
on her September 24th, 2024 drive, which ended moments after she had stopped at a red light near the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. Quote, as plaintiff pressed the accelerator, the vehicle lurched forward at an extreme speed and horsepower compared to the force placed on the accelerator, the suit says. The sudden acceleration caused plaintiff to lose control of the vehicle and to crash into a nearby storefront. The crash left La Galette with serious and permanent bodily injuries, according to her complaint. La Galette, 59, is a database developer for the Federal Reserve Board, according to the Independent. She initially sued Tesla in Virginia State Court in March before the case was moved to U.S. District Court. Tesla responded to the suit in state court saying La Galette had failed to take reasonable care and did not take reasonable steps to mitigate her alleged damages. Yeah, she just barely pressed the accelerator pedal in the I'm going to die mode, and it shot it forward. Why would you let her take the car by yourself?
Exactly.
Why would you? Yeah.
Here's a story I got to get in. After more than 13 years and $50 million in restoration work, Henry and Clara Ford's Fair Lane estate in Dearborn is set to reopen next summer.
Yep.
The reopening marks the culmination of a painstaking effort to restore one of the most important industrial area estates in the country. That's up in Dearborn, closed since 2010 as a living history experience. Central to the reopening is the No Velvet Ropes experiential tours. Fair Lane is planning for visitors to the 57-room historic home on the banks of the Rouge River. Its powerhouse, experimental lab, and garage. The powerhouse actually powered the house, literally.
From the river.
From the river, the water in the river. I'm going to kind of
There was a pump house there that I've got my initials in.
Henry Ford built the powerhouse on the estate because it was needed for work on Fair Lane. Edison assisted in the design of the hydroelectric plant that harnessed the energy. Now, here I'm going to have to shorten this up because we're running out of time. But the story says that the furnishings of the home are either recreations or stuff that they had to go out and find. I did not know this, but over the years, they took all of the furniture that was in the house and sold it off.
Yeah, they had auctions for it, yeah. I lived 15 minutes from there. The Fair Lane Mall, the Fair Lane Hotel, everything was Fair Lane at the time. Dearborn, it was a great time of growing up there, and you can take tours of it. They've got all kinds of neat stuff there.
Yeah.
It's sort of attached like to a Greenfield Village.
They're offering guided tours of 10 to 15 people at a time when it reopens. I am dying to go.
If you're ever
and
up
see
there,
it.
go see it. Greenfield
I went
Village,
to the
all
Henry
that.
Ford,
Yep.
and this is right around the corner.
Yep.
And it is magnificent. All right, time to take a quick break here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. We'll be back after this.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your save the paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. a hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill's Sites will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
InWheelTime Car Talk Show. We're always looking for new, informative, and great automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you have an idea, event, road trip, tall tale you'd like to tell us, let us know. Our email address is info@inwheeltime.com. The InWheelTime video coordinator is We Always Need More Jeff Dziekan, for booking agent, video editor Michael Out of This World Mars, and chief engineer David Hensley. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks to show contributors Jeff Heitzman, George Skelton, and the Lusk family. Be sure and join us next Saturday from our Jewel City studios in Texas, USA, 10 to noon Central Time. Thanks to all of our guests today. Have a great, safe week, and we hope you'll join us again for the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.